way, hana, way, hana, way, hana, way, hana, way, hana, way, hana, way. Hey, Uncle.
Kiwai.
Have you heard from Mom?
Mom?
Mother Earth.
Aye. She's hurting.
I'm hurting too.
Oh, we're all hurting. Cry me a river. Let's jam on that one.
Tapui, tapui.
I put some tobacco down for her.
What are we gonna do, Uncle?
We can pray.
I guess. Sometimes, when I wake up in the morning and I see the sun rising, I wonder how long we have before the sunset. Listen, Uncle, I got something. I wonder if the ground has anything to say. I wonder if the ground is listening to what is being said. Though I hear what the ground has to say. It's the Great Spirit that placed me here. The Great Spirit, in placing men on the grounds, desired them to take good care of the earth and to do each other no harm.
I'm crying. Miwa sin. That's beautiful.
Young Chief, Cayusis, 1855, before signing away their land.
Dapwe, it's true. We listen to our elders. Natanis, I got something too. You have noticed that everything an Indian does is in a circle, and that is because the power of the world always works in circle, and everything tries to be round. In the old days, when we were a strong and happy people, all our power came to us from the sacred hoop of the nation. And as long as the hoop was unbroken, the people flourished. The flowering tree was the living center of the hoop, and the circle of the four quarters nourished it. The east gave peace and light. The south gave warmth. The west gave rain. And the north, with its cold and mighty wind, gave strength and endurance. This knowledge comes to us from the outer world with our religion. Everything the power of the world does is in a circle. The sky is round, and I have heard the earth is round like a ball, and so are all the stars. The wind in its greatest power whirls. The birds build their nest in circles, for theirs is the same religion as ours. The sun comes forth and goes down again in a circle. The moon does the same, and both are round. Even the seasons form a great circle in their changing and always go back to where they were. The life of a man is a circle from childhood to childhood. And so it is in everything where power moves. Our teepees were round like the nests of birds, and were always set in a circle. The nation's hoop, a nest of many nests, where the Great Spirit meant for us to hatch our children. Oh, Hikakusapa, Black Elk, Oglala, Dakota, 1930. My young men shall never work. Men who work cannot dream, and wisdom comes to us in dreams. You ask me to plow the ground. Shall I take a knife and tear my mother's breast? Then when I die, she will not take me to her bosom to rest. You ask me to dig for stone. Shall I dig under her skin for her bones? Then when I die, I cannot enter her body and be born again. You ask me to cut grass and make hay and sell it and be rich like white men. But how dare I cut off my mother's hair? Aho, smohala, so-called, nay per se, the dreamer religion, 1850.
Humanity has gone on this journey of separation that generates all the crises that we see. These crises propelling us like a coming-of-age ordeal into a reunion with all that we've become separate from, but at a higher level of organization and integration. You know, in a real coming-of-age ordeal, your world falls apart. Everything that was real and normal and permanent and solid dissolves. Innermost cave moment of the collective hero's journey, where in a way it's challenging everything and causing us to dissolve away everything that we once were, but there's a reason for it. All of the crises and all of the challenges, all of the things that we're up against, you can kind of see all of this as a blessing. It's like it's causing us to give birth to something bigger within us. At the same time, I'm not offering the spiritual bypass that minimizes or dismisses the crisis on this planet. Part of that journey is the descent into despair, where you realize that it's impossible. When you really get deeply into the crisis, the ecological crisis especially, according to what we've learned, it is possible. It's basically hopeless. And I think that to divest ourselves of that version, that conception of what's possible is necessary, because actually what's possible is far beyond what we've learned is possible. But in order for that to happen, we have to kind of face the futility of the methods that we've been using to try to create change in the world. And to let go of that, I think sometimes requires that we just have to be stopped. And in that space of, I don't know.
Tennis. Oh my God. We have to go now. Oh, wah, cascadel, guinea pig. Ah. Oh. I'm tired. I have to rest.
I thought you said we needed to go.
Oh, you gotta go alone to tennis.
I don't want to leave you here.
Oh, you gotta have strength. It's okay, Tamuin. No. Here, take this.
I thought women weren't supposed to hold the drum.
It doesn't matter anymore about what gender you are. You've got to take this drum to Mother Earth and take care of her.
Capui. Uncle.
A was go. A was.
Sagi Ted.
It all comes from an understanding that life itself is a gift. We didn't earn this planet. It wasn't through our hard efforts that we created water. We didn't earn the sun. We didn't earn our breath. We didn't earn our mothers taking care of us. Recognizing that brings about gratitude. Because if you know that you've been so richly gifted, then you feel grateful. Gratitude being the desire to give in turn. And that leads to a view of life as a journey of the gift. To discover, what is it that I'm here to do? How am I a gift to the world? In the story of interbeing, that's not an act of self-sacrifice. Because we understand that we're not actually separate individuals in a world of other, but that we are the holographic mirror of all that is. The division between the heart and the mind disappears in the logic of interbeing. The world is built on a story. Money is a story. Law is a story. Politics, that's a story. And when the story changes, the world changes. The dominant story is in crisis. Consequently,
everything built upon that story is falling apart. And we have the chance to step into service to another story. A new and ancient story of interdependency, interconnection, and interbeing. I think we are now entering a phase, I call it a space between stories, where we do not know how change happens, and we see that it's a mystery, that tiny actions, invisible, private choices, have a strange way of kind of tugging a subterranean thread of causality that causes big changes in a totally unexpected way in the future. And that there is perhaps a larger intelligence that's in charge here, offering us reason to live prayerfully, to live as if each choice and each action were a declaration of who you are and what world you want to live in, and a declaration that is heard.
Not afraid we are, 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 not afraid we are. Not
goes on, Métis singer-songwriter.
Thank you everyone for coming out tonight to the campus. Let's have a big round of applause for all of our performers.